Welcome! Today DUALpro explains you the processes on do's and don'ts of a successful technical discussion. The technical discussion is part of the final practical exam for apprentices in technical trades following the German dual system. There are two options for the practical final exam. What both options have in common is a technical project followed by a technical discussion with an independent examination committee. In the following video, the apprentice Ajit has completed his operational order and now is about to have his technical discussion.
We also have released a new product, so production will increase in 2018.
Will you take more apprentices then?
We'll have yet to see. How's it going in school?
The Skill India mission is scaling up and we have new director with us. Let's see how it turns out.
Good morning, Richard.
Morning, Judith.
Hi, Lokesh.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
I'm good. Exams once again, huh?
Yep.
Okay, so Ajit has been given the operation order to deal with the automatization of a handbrake wire crimping tool. First of all, we will let him explain his operational order, and then we will start with technical discussion. This includes the questions about the planning of his task and how he proceeded after having collected all the informations. Then, of course, he has to demonstrate the approach to execute his task. Rest of the tasks are clear, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, I think we can start. Richard, you will be the keeper of the minutes, right?
That's correct.
Okay, then I will get Ajit. Good morning. You must be Ajit.
Yeah.
We're ready for your technical discussion. Please come inside. Welcome to the technical discussion, Ajit. We hope you had a good journey to come here.
Yeah, thank you.
Very good. Then I'll introduce myself. My name is Judith Evers, and this is Lokesh Kumar and Richard Kirchberg. And please take a seat now.
Thank you.
Okay. First of all, would you like to drink something, Ajit?
I'm actually fine, thank you.
Okay. Then we can start with the administrative formalities and also clarify the procedure and the method of the discussion before we really start. So Lokesh will be your discussion partner and Richard will be taking the protocol. So don't be worried if now and then we write something down. We do that in every exam, okay?
That's okay.
Okay. Ajit, with the invitation for your technical discussion today, you were asked to bring your ID card and your training protocol. Can I just take a look at that maybe?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Then I have two more questions for you. Do you feel fit to take the exam today?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. And do you have any objections concerning us as your examiners?
No, everything is all right.
Perfect. The discussion will last around 30 minutes, as you know. First, you'll have 4 or 5 minutes to explain your operational order, and therefore you can use the whiteboard and, of course, your project report as well.
Yeah.
And if you want to draw a sketch on the whiteboard to emphasize or support your explanation, please feel free to do so as well.
Yeah.
So did you recognize? A good examination actually starts before the real examination. If you pay attention to the examination room and the entire atmosphere, what struck you? A calm and relaxed atmosphere is always better than a courtroom environment. Introduce the examiners and explain the respective functions within the examination. Unknown processes put the trainees in an uncomfortable situation, so especially transparency is important. Besides, a smile and a little joke can loosen the tense atmosphere. Well, now let's see how Ajit's examination will go on, and let's maybe take a critical view on it.
Okay, so if you're ready, I'd like to ask you to start by demonstrating your operational order.
So the official title of my operational order is an automatization of a handbrake wire crimping tool. I observed that the job was done manually on the shop floor That's when I decided that I'll be working on an automatic crimping tool. Also, I started collecting data, which will be helpful for me in the execution phase. Can I just make use of the whiteboard? So I'll just draw the rear axle here. On the rear axle, there are two studs on each side for each crimping clip. These two clips are crimped on the rear axle at this particular process. This process of crimping handbrake clips on the rear axle was done using a tool which uses manual force.
Did any problem occur during the implementation? If yes, how did you deal with it?
So one of the major problems was the surface of the axle was not even. So a proper support for the crimping clip was not available.
How did you treat this problem?
So the solution was an addition of one Teflon block to support the plate in order to adjust the height to be a proper support for the crimping tool.
Very good.
Thanks. Then I guess we can conclude.
So far, nobody has explained anything about the logic of the electrical circuit.
Two indicator lamps are installed to show the position of the cylinder, whether the tool is clamped or declamped.
And coming to the calculation of accounting, did you make any comparisons for calculating the costs of material? And did you pay attention to a specific norm?
I made comparisons for calculating the costs of material
And did you pay attention to a specific norm? Would there have been an alternative?
I used the ISO standard from International Standard Setting Body, that is Organization for Standardization of Norms.
But couldn't you have also used another standard for this assignment?
No.
Ajit will explain how he found his technical discussion in the individual examiners. One thing could be already observed. The quality of an exam discussion depends on one hand on the examination style of each examiner, on the other hand on his questioning style. We've seen two different examples. The questioning style of Ms. Evers is rather cooperative. She demands and encourages equally. She listens carefully, reacts to the answers of Judith, and thus subtly gets information. The examination style of Mr. Kirchberg can be described as rather dominant and guiding. He only listens rather superficially and sometimes doesn't really seem to care about the answers, and rather focuses on or if he can pose his question. Instead of contributing to a relaxing atmosphere, he tenses it up due to his strict behavior. His questions are often asked in an adverse manner and demand textbook knowledge. Just looking at the last two scenes, it becomes obvious that it is in the examiner's hand to set the right environment for a successful examination.